Okay, here we go. I have already pre-shuffled the cards, and so I have asked the universe, what does the collective need to know, to hear, whatever, maybe, to heal? And so, here we are. Let's go ahead and start cutting the decks and finding out. Okay. Grand Cross Provoker. Okay, I'll get that one real quick. So here we are. Actually, that's right. Grand Cross Provoker. There we go. That's good. Okay. Ooh. And underneath that, we got Scorpio. I transform. Okay. I'm gonna pull out these three that they just really resonate right now. I transform, I use, and I balance. Okay. So let me move the stacks over just a little bit. Make room. Sorry. In my head, the song, the monkeys in the bed and the little one said, move over, and they all rolled over and one fell out. I don't know why that kid's song came to mind. It's kind of a play off of 10 Little Monkeys Jumping on the Bed, but it's a little bit softer, and it's where that little monkey pretty much convinces all of the other monkeys, you know, out of the bed, and they're the last one left on the bed, and they're just all comfortable. So that makes me wonder if that's kind of like the process that we're doing right now, that when you're going through your transformation, when you're going through your healing process, you're getting rid of things that you no longer need, making more room for the good things that can come into your life. Because whenever you go through the process of transformation, when you go through that process, you have so much space. And so when you have a bad habit, you have to get rid of it and make room for a new habit. So another way is to, you know, transform that habit into a positive. Like, stop doing that habit, but change it into a positive one. Or even like when you have neurodivergent struggles, and instead of being upset about it, using that as like a superpower in a way. But I transform, I use, I balance. Those are so perfectly aligned. You're transforming what you're changing, and you use it in a positive way, and you create balance. So that's really what you're doing. You're getting rid of old and making room for new, because you have more space. So that's very pretty. Whew. Like you're at like the crossroads of a transformation. Okay, let's keep going. I'm very much intrigued at what we're finding here. Okay. Wings of Isis, uniting with the angelic self. Ooh, that hit just a whole different note. That made my heart skip. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. This is interesting. I'm gonna have to like I'm gonna run out of room on here. Eye of Horus, Awakening Divine Perception. And I'm gonna kind of like combine these up a little bit. There we go. Eye of Horus. Life Restored, Priestess of the Phoenix. And stay true and be in your power. So, those ones, when you're doing this whole transformation, this change, this awakening and everything, when you're doing it, you are coming into union, uniting with the angelic self, with your higher self, which is what they call it. You know, doing this helps you get closer to this. When you're going through this, you're awakening your divine perception. You become the priestess of the Phoenix, life restored, becoming who you're meant to be. And the Osiris and Isis, Lord and Lady of Divine Authority. Once you merge your feminine and your masculine energies, you are in your true power. You become limitless, really and truly. Oh, it's very heavy. This is a very heavy read, because not as in like bad, as in just like it's a very heavy read in the fact that the power that you have is very strong and very it's very beautiful. Priestess of the Phoenix. The priestess is the one that has, the high priestess is the one that has the gift of sight, and the high priestess is very powerful. When you are the priestess of the Phoenix never fears death, because the Phoenix knows that it will always rise again, that it will go through death after death after death and be reborn. And for many people, you've had to die multiple times, multiple deaths, and be reborn just in survival. Just in survival, nonetheless. So, to finally come into union, all union, that is so beautiful, very beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and see what the shadow we need to. And here we go. Beauty in transformation, the moth. With the moth, the beauty in the transformation, it's recognizing that there is beauty in all of this. Yes, it's uncomfortable in the transformation role. And then the use part, it's a little bit scary. But once you get to the balance part, then it becomes second nature, because then it's already a part of you. Once you are doing this consistently over and over and over again, which in turn is also the phoenix dying and being reborn again day after day after day. It doesn't matter what you're working on. If you're working on your healthy eating habits, there's that old timeline of you that is dying and being reborn as a healthier version of you, that is being reborn. So no matter what you're doing, whether it's changing your eating habits or healing trauma, which learned behaviors are so hard, because if you've learned them from your family members, you didn't realize what they were, or that those were negative traits. The beauty in it, the beautiful thing, the beauty in this transformation is knowing that you don't have to take these things. Like, you don't have to accept them. You can put them down. You can get rid of them. You can change them. If you don't like it, then change it. That's the beauty in your transformation, that you get to decide what is creating the alignment with your higher self. If it doesn't feel comfortable to you, if you are unhappy with it, that's not your higher self. So therefore, modifying it and letting it go and awakening to what you like and what you don't like. It doesn't matter what other people like or don't like, what you like or don't like. Waking up to that divine perception, that divine sight, and staying true. That's where this works hand in hand with it, because staying true and being in your power is knowing yourself. To thine own self be true. To thine own self be true is about standing in your power, who you are, what you like, what you don't like, what you can do and what you can't do, and your power in being able to completely change all of that if you feel like you want to. And then the snake, shed the past and renew. With that one is very much speaking about the fact that you have to let go of the old to make room for the new. The phoenix, how it goes with the phoenix is when the phoenix dies, it becomes ashes, and from those ashes it is reborn. You don't keep those ashes of that old you. You don't keep the things of the old you. if you were a party person and you choose to, that's not your lifestyle anymore, you don't keep that party mentality. You don't keep that stay out late and, lack of sleep, and, you don't keep that same kind of mentality. Same with, the parts of you that you're molding and changing. If you struggle with eating healthy, I'm just going to do eating healthy because right now I've been working on that one. But so with that one, with eating healthy, you're not going to kind of fall back into those mind traps of like, oh, well, I can eat a couple of cookies every now and then. It's okay here and there, but if you give a mouse a cookie, that whole book, if you give yourself that leeway, you're going to push a little bit more about trying to get away with a little bit more. I'm not saying that you have to, be strict and stay at a certain way, but having just a small indulgent thing, or, finding other ways to satisfy what that actually represents. I am a foodie. This is why I bring up food, because I could eat. I love food. I am learning how to change my eating habits. I am learning how to, with ADHD, I am learning how to be consistent with my eating, because it really messes up my, body if I eat and then I wait hours on end and then eat again. I have cut out coffee and caffeine, anything with caffeine, because it messes with me eating. Because coffee is an appetite suppressant. And so it's knowing what your strengths and weaknesses are and using that, but letting go of the old self, the fact that I used to, pig out on snacks. I definitely love sweets. And so it's having limited sweets, or finding sweets that are healthy sweets, like fruit. A lot of fruit has a lot of sugar in it, but eating that is better than me eating, 3 chocolate chip cookies. That kind of thinking. So shedding the past. This also, we can go deeper, even far, way further than that. Sorry, that was my daughter. I will call her right back. Shed the past and renew. Shedding the past, going deeper in this aspect of when you're healing, letting go of that past, the pain, the trauma, and making room for the beautiful things that are going to come into your life, the new people, the letting go of the old people and making room for the new people that are going to come in, which goes hand in hand with the dove. Find peace within yourself. That is a beautiful concept to really take into consideration, because that's part of the healing journey, is really finding peace within who you are and what you've been through. Peace is only obtained when you have accepted and gone through the whole grieving, like the grief process of what you've been through, and really, and you don't even have to go through the whole grieving process. I mean, not everybody's the same. Some people have that radical acceptance and they're like, okay, well, here it is, you know. I've had that with a few things, more recently than now, because it's finally, when you finally get to the point where you're just not surprised anymore, where things come up and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that was really messed up, but what else is new? You know, that kind of like mentality. That's whenever you get closer to that radical acceptance, because you can't change it. You can't modify it. You can't do anything about it except for accept it as it is and let it go. Find some peace within it. Find that lesson. When they say, like, you know, lessons are blessings in disguise, there's always a silver lining that you can find within something that you've experienced. Everything. And I speak from my own experience. There are things that have happened to me that are so horrific, but I work very hard to find the blessing in it, because there's always something there that we're meant to find, the pearl in there somewhere. I remember hearing someone talk about how pearls are just parasites that have been turned into, you know, pearls, and that's really what you're doing. You're taking that parasite really, I mean, for lack of a better word, but that's just a very accurate description, is taking that pearl or taking that parasite and creating a pearl out of it. And so that's going to be different for every single person. Every person has their own journey to go on, that they are going to find that. And then the chameleon, act as if. Acting as if is a very beautiful thing, because sometimes I like, for lack of a better word, fake it till you make it is something that is very true, but to some extent. If you don't quite know how to fake it, then, you know, do some research on it before. But if you want to be healthy, if you want to be healed, you have to get in there and actually do the work. You actually have to, you know, act as if you are that way. You have to become what you want to be. So it's beautiful though, because all of this together is such a beautiful journey. I feel like this is your mind. Your body. So body, soul. Yeah. That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. It's a very amazing journey. I'm so proud of everyone that is going on that journey, because it's not an easy journey. It's not an easy journey. But it is so worth it. It is worth every single step, and it is worth every single tear, and it is worth all the pain. It's worth it. So proud of you guys for going through this. This one was another one that we had. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. Oh, we'll put that one. No, right here. My vibes speak louder than my words. That's very true. Your vibes can be very, very strong. And then we're going to go with one last one, which is hope is the conduit for miracles. Oh, that one. That one almost made me cry. I really want to cry for that one. I'll go ahead and do just one more. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. The universe is in your corner. The universe has your back. You are so loved. The universe, this is what the universe is providing for you as you go through this. I believe in you guys, and I love you all. I wish you the best on this journey, and I know you can do it. I love you all.